that I am dead, I no longer have the need to sleep. I don't get tired, so I don't have to stop and rest. Generally speaking, this is an advantage. I don't waste hours every night sleeping in a bed. In fact, I don't even need a bed anymore. My former bedroom is now my under-rafter crafting nook, complete with shelves for my best material and baskets for my favourite ribbons and bones. The squishy stuff, the organs and the sinews and so on, I store in the kitchen, since the floors there are stone and the drips are easier to clean up. Since becoming a lich, I am endlessly productive. I can work for days at a time if the need arises. In the weeks following my theft of the fiefdom of Greater Downing from the living, I have not been idle, but I have rather indulged myself. The peace is very nice. My small horde of undead workers might be a little motley in the flesh department, but they are now beautifully dressed. The wall is finished, and some rather fetching towers have been started in strategic locations. I'm pleased to say that no one has come calling. Long may this state of affairs continue. Right now, I am sitting with my feet up in a new chair that Roland crafted for me. It has a decently plump cushion, stuffed full of straw, and it is delightful for my rather bony posterior to sit upon. Jenkins approves of this arrangement, and together we while away long hours as autumn drifts into winter. This particular night, Jenkins is purring on my lap, and a crimson scarf is on my knitting needles. I don't know who the scarf is for. The cold is not an issue for me, likewise my minions. On the other hand, whoever said clothing need be entirely practical? The click of my wooden needles helps me relax, and I hum softly as I knit. It is just after midnight, and my cottage is dark, as I also no longer need light to see by. My mother's skull is propped up on the dresser, but she has lapsed into a comfortable silence. Our relationship was never that good, but it has improved immensely since our deaths. Possibly I have finally become comfortable setting proper boundaries. I have discovered that there is nothing like the threat of being buried to keep one's relatives civil in the face of disagreement. If only I had discovered this sooner. My thoughts begin to wander as the wind moans softly through the rafters. The first snows will soon be here. I can smell it on the air, which is sharp and icy. The forest outside my window is shrouded in darkness. Bowing trees ripple against the sky, and scurries of leaves gust brown and gold, tumbling along the forest floor. I can just make out the draugar hives, gloomy lumps set out by the willow fence. The bees are quiet, doing whatever it is that undead bees do late at night. I wonder if they miss dreaming. As I watch, a hare darts past, kicking up the leaves. Is something chasing it? I cannot see. I turn my eyes back to the wool in my lap. The skeins are like waves, undulating in dense flows along the needles. I stare at them curiously. Are they moving, or is it simply a trick of the dark? The wool appears black and inky, like deep water, like a wild river flowing the wrong way. It is flowing upwards into a sea of stars that toss idly in a void of velvet night. I have never seen such a river, and wonder if I am dreaming. But how can I dream if I do not sleep?